Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. It is Alexandria Nicole here for Thriving Thursdays, and we are going to go over how to create taglines for your business and profit from your social media. Hello to everybody. If you are new to me, I am Alexandria Nicole, and we are here for Thriving Thursdays. And yeah, if you're peeping in and you're joining us, make sure to share, make sure to like, make sure to comment, ask questions. Okay, I am here to help you. I'm here to empower you, and I'm here to teach you how you can profit from social media. Okay, and you're going to notice me looking back and forth because I'm streaming on several platforms right now for our friends on various social media accounts. Okay, so let's get right into it. You will notice there's also a QR code. Feel free to scan that at any time if you want to get signed up for my free masterclass called Brand Mind Boost. We are filling up quick, you guys. So all you have to do is go ahead and scan that QR code, or if you want to wait till the end and just stay invested on how you can profit from social media, that's totally up to you. Okay, so let's get into it. So how do you create taglines? Okay, and how do you profit from social media? Okay, so today that's what we're going to be going over. My plan is to show you how to get your audience to understand and to buy your offer. Okay, and that is done with three different things: that's clarity, consistency, and attraction. Okay, so how do you convey clarity? Which is funny because that's my youngest daughter's name, but how do you convey clarity to your audience? Okay, so the best way to convey clarity is to define your brand identity. Okay, so this happens by clearly articulating your brand's purpose, values, and your mission. Okay, so this forms the foundation of your brand's identity, and it helps to guide all of your messaging. Okay, so you want the audience to also understand what it is that you're conveying to them, understanding who you are, what your brand represents. So for your target audience to understand, you have to understand them. You have to understand their needs, you have to understand their preferences, and you have to understand their pain points, right? So you need to tailor your messaging around addressing those specific concerns. Okay, so here's an example of our tagline for Alexandria Nicole, just to give you a little bit of an example on what that looks like. Okay, so our tagline is: our firm partners with high performing entrepreneurs, businesses, sales professionals, marketers, and organizations that want the luxury of exclusive access to high-end personalized brand and sales strategists that offers tailored guidance and support for their specific needs so they can enhance their team's social media presence, explore new ideas, gain invaluable insight, and attract more clients by means of in-person and virtual group sessions, courses, and training events. Our forte lies in crafting bespoke solutions that are life altering, breaking the shackles of market limitations, strategic uncertainties, and cash flow restraints. That's who we are. So that was the tagline that we crafted specifically to be able to attract a certain type of client. You have to speak that client's language. You have to align yourself with your audience properly so that you are letting those people know who need you, who want you, who are best to partner with you. You're letting them know that you're here for them and you are actually here to serve them with the language that you use, right? So how do I convey clarity? Right. So we got the tagline. How am I clear in my messaging? I hear this question so much from my group members and from my clients. How do I get across what it is that I want to say? Okay. So the best way to do this is you have to maintain consistency. You have to maintain consistency, and that's exhibited in 3 different ways. Okay, let's get into those 3 ways. So you have to be consistent with your visuals. That's first and foremost, right? So maintain consistent schemes such as logos and color schemes and fonts across all of the platforms that you're marketing on in order to make sure that people see your brand and know what to associate you with right off the bat, right? So this visual coherence that reinforces your brand's identity, and that has you show up as a professional, as an expert in your field. Okay, so second off, content. You have to be creating content all the time. And I know for some it can be challenging, especially if you're a solopreneur and you're just starting out on your own and you maybe don't have tools in place, or you might feel like your ability to be creative is stifled. Whatever it may be for you, creating content, you have to start. First and foremost, you have to start with imperfect action. And I tell you why. Because the consistency, showing up, stepping into your uncertainty, and just taking that imperfect action, what that does is that becomes the driving force, and that gives life to your improvement. But we cannot improve on anything if we don't even start. So first and foremost, you have to start the journey. You have to get out there, put yourself out there. You have to get outside of your comfort zone. You have to start somewhere, even if it's just talking in a camera, even if it's just making a reel, whatever that looks like for you. Start to get into that repetitive action, because rarely any of us start our journey out straight out of the gate with strong content. That comes over time. You have to create the baseline, and you have to create the discipline in order to establish the point from which you grow from. But you cannot get better and you cannot improve if you haven't even started, right? So make the post, do all the things that you need to do, but start. Okay. And the third piece of that is create content that helps your audience. Okay. So by crafting your content around the way your brand serves and empowering your audience with the information on a consistent basis, you become, established as a brand that is worthy of trust. Because you're already teaching your audience something. You're already adding value to them before you've even partnered with them, right? So that allows your audience, that allows your prospective clients to trust you. They know you're not a phony profile because you're here live all the time. They know that they can trust what it is that you say because you continually show up. And you also show up in a space where you are an expert in whatever it is that you're talking about, right? So building that brand trust, that starts with helping your audience, okay? So how do I attract clients, close sales, and make money on social media? What everybody really honestly wants to know, right? How do I do the thing? So, okay, let's evaluate everything. Let's say you've established your brand in the market and you're consistent with your content and you're adding value with your audience. Let's say you're already doing all the things, okay? And you're still not closing clients. Then this is an indicator that there is a leak in your system somewhere. Okay. That means that there is happening somewhere in the inner workings of how you show up in your business. Either there is a leak or there's a flaw or something that needs to be tweaked within your strategy for client attraction, or your sales funnel, or your closing skills. Okay. It's one of those 3 things. Your strategy is lacking, your sales funnel is lacking, or your closing skills are lacking. So how do I attract more clients? What do I need to do in order to evaluate which one of those things I need to get stronger in? So if you are not clear on how, you want to ask yourself, how do I figure out where the leak is? Okay. If you're not clear on which one of those factors, the strategy, the sales funnel, or the closing skills, if you're not clear on which one of those are affecting your ability to close sales, the best way to figure that out is one of two ways. Okay. Way number one is by evaluating which one of those is a source of anxiety for you. That will tell you when you say, oh gosh, strategy, I don't really have a strategy. Or, oh my goodness, sales funnels, what does that even mean? Or closing skills. Oh, I hate talking to people on the phone. I can't, it makes me so uncomfortable. It makes me feel salesy. I don't like it. If any of those points, those prongs, fill you with a source of anxiety, even thinking about it, then that's where your leak is. Maybe it's one of those things. Maybe it's two of them. Maybe it's all of them. Right? But those things have to be strong in order for you to close sales on social media, right? So first off, there has to be some self-evaluation on what you need to do better. Okay. Or you don't have SOPs, which is standard operating procedures. You don't have those in place with you and your team for you to work off of and then just duplicate what wins over and over each time you have a rollout of some type of product, service, or your talent. If you don't have a process, a standard procedure in place of this is what it takes to win, we're going to do X, Y, Z every time, boom, 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 and just repeat it, then that is also one of your problems. It could be one or two of these. It could be three. It could be all of them, right? But that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. So first, let's identify which one of those it is so that we can correct them. Because sometimes it's just a little tweak, right? Sometimes it's just one small thing that just really brings it all together. Okay? So today, I'm super excited for this Thriving Thursday to present to you guys the Brand Mind Boost. And I've got people signing up already. We've got a chat. Super excited about this. So if you are somebody, you watch this and you feel like, man, I could be doing so much more. Maybe you're doing well and you want to do better. Maybe you are ready to just level up. You want to be doing more. You feel like there's a lot more potential. It's just a little something missing. You're like, oh, what is that missing piece, right? You need to come to my free masterclass, okay? Brand Mind Boost. This is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be breaking down all the things. And I called it Brand Mind because it's a combination of evaluating and empowering your brand and your position in the market in combination with the mindset to be able to execute those things, okay? They work together. We have to have our mindset in place. We have to be aware of where we're falling short in order for us to actually truly elevate. And now don't misunderstand me. I'm not a mindset coach. I'm not. The things that I have in place for Brand Mind Boost, it is DIY in an aspect of mindset. I've got worksheets for you guys for you to, grade yourself, number yourself where you are mentally so that you know the work that you need to do in order to get to the next level mentally. I've got those things in place for you to utilize them if you want to. But my job is to help people position themselves in the market, whether it's them alone or them with their team or corporations. If you feel like there's some way that you're falling short in the social media realm, and you'll see it with large corporations too, they rely heavily on referrals, or they do a lot of one-on-one networking and feel like, social media is so foreign, and they really don't want to tap into that, and they leave a lot of money on the table. So it's not just for the small mom and pop businesses, and it's not just for multi-million-dollar corporations. Every business has its blind spots, right? So if you really want to tap into getting to the next level, you want to understand how you can empower your brand and how you can position your brand to attract more clients and work with your perfect match client. That's what I call them, as opposed to ideal client, because that just feels like, it just feels super like the normal. It's something everybody says. So I've pivoted that in our language. We say perfect match client because all money isn't good money. And sometimes we will be presented with an opportunity to partner with somebody that you necessarily don't want to partner with, but you feel compelled to because there's a certain amount of money involved, and you do it and then you end up regretting it. That happens in business for people that, you know, when you're first starting out and you're just excited to have a new client and you're not really incorporating discernment into your practice yet. That happens sometimes. That's why I say perfect match, because this is the person, this is the business, this is the operation that you vibe with, that you're excited about partnering with, that you understand their needs and you understand your expectations and you execute with greatness and with excellence. Those are the people we want to align with, right? Super excited. So get signed up for the free masterclass, okay? If you just missed that Q&R code, don't worry, because it's right up in the right-hand corner for you guys. Just scan it. If you're looking at this on your computer and you've got your phone handy, just scan it and that'll send you to the sign-up link. It costs you nothing. Just get in the building, but we're only offering it to 50 women, okay? And if you're like, oh, well, my brand is all the way together, I have absolutely no need for it, that's okay, because we have got a ton of master classes that we are constantly rolling out, because that is a part of what we value at Alexandria Nicole Consulting. It's helping people, empower people get to the next level. And so if you found value in this presentation and are eager to overcome the market limitations, there's strategic uncertainties, and cash flow constraints, we invite you to join our wait list. So if you're not necessarily, feel like brand mind is for you, you feel like, I've got all that together, I'm making plenty of money, but you want to be on a masterclass list to engage with one of our other offers, then this is the QR code for you. You're going to scan that one on the left-hand side. You see where the arrow is pointing up to it? You're going to go ahead and scan that one and get on our wait list, okay? So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. Or you want to make it super easy, just text. I see that my picture is covering it a little bit over our number, so I'll read it to you. You're going to text waitlist to 843-481-0679. And this is for my Spotify listeners that cannot see what it is that I'm presenting right now. You're going to text waitlist to 843-481-0679. If you're interested in getting on our waitlist for our free masterclass offers. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of a break. I went over a little bit, but I'm super excited about the Grit and Grace Women's Empowerment Online Summit. You're all right. I went ahead and queued up the ticker. So I'm excited about this. It's happening this weekend. It is a global summit, and I'm super excited about it. So the Grit and Grace Women's Conference, it is a great collaboration of women all over the globe. The woman that is actually the founder of the organization that is putting on this conference is out of Australia. Fantastic woman. Her name is Annie. And she invited me to come and speak at this summit. So I will be speaking this weekend, this Saturday at 2:10 p.m. and I will be discussing how you can profit from being a presenter. So the way that if you are a speaker or you're someone that does podcasting, you're someone that really likes to get out in front of people and discuss how you show up in the world, but really can't figure out, your price points or how to go about profiting or how to actually go about profiting, even if you take opportunities for free. If you're not actually compensated to be in the room, there is a way to actually profit from the time that you are there. Okay. So I'm going to teach you everything you need to know, the actual, breakdown of how to best capitalize and profit from your speaking engagements. So I will post the link in the comments when we hop off for the Grit and Grace Women's Empowerment Conference. And that is absolutely free as well. There are 55 amazing speakers that I'm excited to present alongside. But yeah, that's all the things, you guys. That's all the things. So I think that that was it for today. That was it for today. If you yourself are interested in being on the podcast, being on Thriving Thursdays with Alexandria, you may or may not know this. If this is your first time, being here with me, I have amazing guests on. And guess what, you guys? So right now we have Thriving Thursdays with Alexandria, and that's all that you've been seeing, right? I add value. I teach you various things, teach you how to show up in your business. And I also am joined by amazing entrepreneurs that are winning in their realm. But guess what? We are rolling out another series. This one is called Women of Excellence. And this one is focused on women that are in high power positions, 6 and 7 figure generating women that are CEOs and operating in a complete and utter amazing realm of excellence and financial and physical abundance. So we are going to be having conversations with them that is going to be rolling out soon. So if you are interested in being on either Thriving Thursdays with Alexandria Nicole or Women of Excellence, then you can text podcast to 843-481-0679. Super excited about that. So thank you so much, Charles. You're going to watch this on replay too. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Charles. Thank you to everybody that is watching. So we are almost time. It's almost time to go. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up our prayer disclaimer, because you guys, we close out each podcast with prayer to honor God for our abundance. And we are a podcast that prays. So go ahead, let's run that last slide so that this is what I want you to take away from today. Okay? Let me take this down so you guys can see it. I want you to remember that the secrets to profiting on social media is clarity in your branding, consistency in your content, and attraction with your techniques, your methods. So you have to evaluate where you're strongest, and you also have to evaluate where you're weakest. There's a point where you have to be accountable with yourself in your business and really figure out what gaps you need to fill in. And if you can't figure out those gaps, or you know exactly what those gaps are, then you can feel free to call me anytime, and I am happy to come alongside you and show you what those are, because sometimes we're too close to it, right? That's why I have an advantage, because I'm on the outside of it. I'm not emotional about it because it's not my business baby, right? So I can see a little clearer. I can help you get where you need to be. Okay? Super excited. So let's get into it. Lord God, I thank you for another day. I thank you for the ability to be here and serve and usher in this calling. And I pray abundance and joy and health and wealth and happiness and balance and love over everyone that this podcast touches, Lord. I thank you for the ability to be able to serve. I thank you for the ability to be able to touch so many lives and to serve as a beacon of light and to usher the calling you've put over my life. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you to everyone that's watching, everyone that's listening. I pray over them, everything that you have in store for them. I pray these things according to the character and identity of Christ. Amen. All right, my friends. All right. So You have a blessed rest of your day. Remember clarity, consistency, and then attraction. Get signed up for Brand Mind Boost. We're only letting in 50 women for free. And I think we're a third signed up already since I announced this a few days ago. Okay. So we're selling out quick. But I love you guys. Are we ready to sign off? We're good. All right. Bye.